want to talk some more to you about that. About Angela, who took French from your mom.
Yeah.
You make sure you tell your mom Angela says hello. She thinks about her a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, next time she's
I got the music today. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me good?
Yeah, it's good.
Now, Briercrest, Canadian.
That's right.
And do we know their record or anything?
Don't have.
We know their
some of that
coach's name.
information. Yeah, it's Anthony Skeppel.
Spell me the last name.
Skepple. And then here's the starters.
6'7".
9, 14, and then 15, but they're wearing 13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
You got it.
Kim.
Welcome to the Carroll College PE Center for this afternoon's matchup between the Carroll College Fighting Saints on their home floor to finish out the 2022 calendar. Happy New Year's Eve. We're here to be with you for the Briercrest Clippers visiting from Saskatchewan. I'm Nick Deaton, joined with Gary Turcotte for the last home game of 2022. And Frontier Conference action starts in a matter of days as the Fighting Saints will be traveling to Montana Tech. Glad to be along with you, Coach Turcotte. The Fighting Saints were on the road for multiple games against teams in Florida. They were successful winning all 3 of their games and then came back and on Thursday defeated Lakeland. So on a 4-game win streak this afternoon, good opportunity for a lot of players to get some more action before the Frontier Conference pace ramps up.
Exactly, Nick. This is the last time you have a chance now to try something that you didn't know for sure if you should or not, because once the conference starts, it's really hard. The games are so tight and so close that you just can't throw something out there that you don't have confidence in. So tonight would be the last day to do that. And then we have, after tonight, we have 13 conference games. And it goes quickly. Once you start conference, I tell you, it goes quickly.
And it's good that they're getting the rhythm of being able to, with not having a really lengthy gap. Of course, the men had a travel disruption that kept them from being able to play 2 games in California. So just to keep that rhythm, keep everyone in playing shape, it's nice to be able to have a couple games at home before in earnest the Frontier Conference season and the postseason aspirations begin in earnest. So we're going to take a break for the national anthem and opening prayer, and we'll be back with you for the tip. Briercrest Clippers taking on the Carroll College Fighting Saints from the Carroll PE Center. Back in a couple.
Between the visiting Clippers of Briercrest College and your number 11 ranked Carroll College Fighting Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the pregame prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for your love and goodness. We ask your blessing upon both teams tonight. May they be protected from injury and use well the gifts you've given them. Bless all of us here today and help us to know that you're always with us. May we show our gratitude in the way we care for others. We pray this in your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. At this time, we ask you to remain standing for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. At this time, as we pay honor to the United States of America, we ask that you direct your attention to the flag and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center. We're getting ready for tip-off. The Fighting Saints come in ranked number 11 nationally in the NAIA. They have reached double figures in wins with 10 wins and 4 consecutive victories. So they're coming in good form after their trip to Florida, as we mentioned, and then Thursday's victory, 94-59 over Lakeland College. Real big historical moment recently as Camden Hilborn became the all-time assist leader for the Fighting Saints as she passed Hall of Famer Trish Reneker.
And she did it only halfway through the year, Nick. Which, she's gonna shatter the record. I think she broke it with her first assist on Thursday night, and then she had 10 more after that. So she's well on her way to setting a record that may never be broken.
Very possibly, and Camden had a triple-double about 12 days ago.
Yeah.
She's had multiple games where she's been close. She really is a do-it-everything veteran for this team, both facilitating the offense on the glass, though, too, averaging 5 rebounds a game, which is significant for a guard. That's one thing that this is a team that rebounds the basketball well, and Coach Sayers has emphasized, and they've been very effective in being able to out-rebound opponents.
I know Rochelle wasn't that happy with their rebounding earlier, like a month ago, and it became a real big point of emphasis. And I think it started to kick in here the last 5 games where they really are rebounding at a much better clip. They had that bad game at LC, Lewis and Clark State, and since then they've really been on fire.
Absolutely. We talked earlier in the season when there were a few more home games that Coach Sayers has made it a point throughout her tenure to schedule difficult non-conference games and really prepare her team early on with challenges so that they'll be battle-tested going into the Frontier Conference slate, as you mentioned. It goes fast, the competition is fierce, and they only lost one home game. It was to Thomas More, the defending national champions, and they've really found their stride a little bit in the most recent efforts after that LC game, as you mentioned.
Well, they have, Nick. I think, like Sienna, she's all of a sudden, instead of being the third option, sometimes she's the first option. And she's always played behind a lot of great players, and all of a sudden this year, she's the senior, she's the leader, she's the steadying force. And Camden, Camden is just playing unbelievable. They're honoring her right now, and which is really wonderful for the all-time assist leader. And I hope the crowd will stand up and give her a standing ovation.
Incredible start to the season already. She in that triple-double mentioned earlier against Warner University, Camden Hilborn had 11 points. She had 18 rebounds along with 13 assists. And knowing one thing, having worked in the collegiate ranks in the stats and information sphere, and assists is something that gets overlooked a lot. So she probably has more assists than she's even been given credit for, but it's great that she's recognized for what she has contributed. And we're also on the watch as earlier in the season, Sienna Swanek joined the 1,000-point club, and it's possible today that Jamie Pickens could get there. She needs 22 points, so that'll be something we keep an eye on.
My goodness, yeah.
So starting off for the visiting Briercrest College Clippers, we're tipping off as Jamie Pickens controls it. Jamie Pickens, the Frontier Conference Co-Player of the Year in the preseason. She's joined by Sienna Swanek, Camden Hilborn, Maddie Garrett's in the front court, and Kendall Keller, who's been on a good run scoring the basketball, the University of Montana transfer. Starting the game off for Briercrest is Melissa Ellis, Brooklyn Martins, Hope Jordans, and we've got a quick drive there. Maddie Garrett's gets a hoop and draws a foul.
She can get the end one. She is. Yeah, she's got a great shot fake move, and if she can get you to go for that shot fake move, then she's dangerous. She's going to get that corner turned, and that time a nice finish.
Converts on the free throw, so it's 3-0 on the first trip for the Fighting Saints. Briercrest comes in from Saskatchewan, coached by Anthony Skeppel. Also on the floor starting out, Eve Dirksen, Hope Jordans, and Dory Sunderland. They mentioned that they've been on the road for quite a while and are thrilled that it's not too cold as they came to Helena. So Sienna Swanek gets the ball in the front court, swings it to the corner. Kendall Keller for three, in and out, but the rebound by Swanek. She'll back it out, passes it over to Hilborn as she directs traffic. Hilborn, as mentioned, recently the assist all-time leader. And she
just got another one.
Just on that note, gets it to Jamie Pickens for a quick two.
And
inside.
Nick, half of her assists, and she said this in the independent record, she thinks half of her assists are to Jamie, and she might be right.
They grew up played high school basketball together, and then great friends on and off the floor here.
Yeah.
5-0 Carroll College, first quarter from the PE Center. Fighting Saints 10-4 on the season, 4-1 on the road, looking to pick up their fifth home victory of the season before the calendar turns. We're happy to be with you here. Camden Hilborn drops it to the elbow. Jamie Pickens faces up, dribble handoff to Hilborn. Hilborn with the left hand, passes it off, and Pickens for another two. So another basket for Jamie Pickens and another assist for Camden Hilborn as the Saints lead 7-0. Driving to the lane, Sunderland. She draws the foul for Briercrest. A younger team coming in from Saskatchewan, two seniors on the team. Hope Jordans, who's starting as one of those two seniors for Coach Anthony Skeppel. So they will inbound from underneath the basket. And Jamie Pickens with the steal. She's in the front court. Looks for her teammate, Maddie Garrett's with a nice conversion there. And the Fighting Saints are off to a quick 9-0 lead. 2 minutes into play here. So back comes Briercrest, pushing the pace a little bit. Melissa Ellis gets into the lane, kicks it to the outside. Three ball, no good. Rebound, Kendall Keller. And she will draw a foul as the convergence for the rebound there.
You like to see those kids go up and get those rebounds in traffic. That was a traffic rebound by Kendall there. 2 or 3 girls around her, not much room, and go up and control that ball.
Kendall Keller, as mentioned, she's from Havre and played at the University of Montana before transferring. She is now the second leading scorer on the team, averaging just a shade under 11 points per game. And has really started to put together some good offensive efforts for Coach Sayers. So nice look there by Hilborn again. So she's
That's a back cut out of the corner, a backdoor cut by Kendall Keller, and another assist already.
picking up where she left off.
That's 3 assists already for Camden.
The runner is no good. Offensive rebound by Hope Jordans. She goes to the deck there. And they're going to call it travel on that play. So Briercrest trails 11-0 in the early going here. Happy New Year's Eve as the Fighting Saints are They came into the season ranked number 4 nationally, as we mentioned, played a really tough slate. Quick give and go from Maddie Garrett's at the top of the key, finds the cutting Sienna Swanek.
Carroll has scored with every possession. That's 13 points. They do not have a stop.
And they found some easy ones inside, too. Yep. So Coach Skeppel will go to the bench, and Dory Sunderland will check back in for Melissa Ellis from Arcola, Saskatchewan. Inbounding for Briercrest. As they set up they get a inside swat there. Hope Jordans gets blocked by Maddie Garretts, the senior from Boise. And Briercrest again will look for their first basket of the game. Handoff off the inbounds and then backs out. Definitely a size advantage for the Fighting Saints. 3 ball is no good. Rebound comes out to Camden Hilborn, and she'll push the pace. Jamie Pickens gets some space inside there, and Pickens draws the foul. Or was it just a block?
I think it was I think they could have made a jump ball out of that, but
she created some good space, but nice job on the defensive end.
It was.
Pickens, a couple inches, she shows the ball fake and gets another easy basket. So 6 points now in the early going for Jamie Pickens, as it's 15-0 Fighting Saints. So as mentioned, we'll be looking at that 22-point mark. I don't know how many minutes we'll be seeing from Jamie, but at the current rate, she's a threat to get to that 1,000-point mark and join her teammate, Sienna Swanek. So back comes Briercrest. Durkin, no good. Rebound, Maddie Garretts. She swings it out to Camden Hilborn. Hilborn in the middle of the floor, looks to the corner. Open Kendall Keller for 3, and it's good.
And another assist.
Another assist, 18-0.
I'm not, it's 4 or 5. I think it's 4 that I'm counting in my head. We'll have to look at the official stats.
So the Fighting Saints on a blistering pace. They had 94 on Thursday. On pace to be threatening the 100-point mark again at this torrid pace. So Briercrest, with the pass gets knocked out of bounds. It was intended for Hope Jordan, so they will set up from underneath the basket for about the 5th time in the early going on the inbounds and see if they can get on the board for the visiting Clippers. So out it comes to Dirksen. She swings it over to number 5, Kendall Evans, who checked in from Moose Jaw. She's a freshman. And then driving the lane, we got a shot clock violation.
Oh, that's too bad, because she made a layup. She made a nice little crossover move there at the top of the key and had a nice little a floater for a bank shot and would have got him off the board. You know, after a while, you just start to feel, geez, I'd like to see him score. It's 18-0, and they haven't stopped Carroll once.
They haven't.
Every possession. Carroll,
definitely applying some effort. They've been picking them up full court a little bit. I knew this was going to be a tough one coming in. 18-0. 5 minutes into the first quarter. Jamie Pickens at the free throw line gives it to Swanek. 7 on the shot clock. Give and go. Pickens again. So 8 points for her as she gives a smile and a point to her teammate Swanek, another senior. So back comes Briercrest looking for their first basket. Good pressure defense applied. Ball will go out of bounds.
I think we have a media.
Our first timeout here, 4:44, and it's 20-0 Fighting Saints in front. So
well, you have to feel for Coach Anthony Skeppel. They don't have a stop. I mean, Carroll's got 20 points and they don't have one stop. I think Carroll's missed a couple of shots, but when they did, they got the offensive rebound and scored.
Ultra efficient so far, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
This is definitely, there's no other way to say it. They're a little overmatched here, but
they're here.
Yeah, you have to always give credit for the road team that travels, especially as far as Saskatchewan.
Exactly.
They've been on the road for a while. A lot of youth on this roster for Coach Skeppel, as mentioned, only 2 seniors on the team. And
Nick, when you get a chance, Nick, are they playing any other Montana schools, or did they?
They have already, and they were in Great Falls. Talked to them a little bit earlier.
Yeah, what was that score? Do you remember?
I don't have a total on that.
We'll check that.
Yeah, it was a.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was 30.
Coach Skeppel mentioned that, they've been on the road for a while. This is they're really impressed with the facilities here at Carroll College, and it's just an opportunity for these players knowing that they're going up against a team that's had postseason experience for many years like Carroll has.
It's like when Carroll goes to play Boise State.
Right.
Or Oregon.
Without a doubt. Yeah, it's a step up in competition.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
doubt
a big
about
step,
it.
yeah.
So as you mentioned, Gary Camden's got 4 assists in the early going, 8 points for Jamie Pickens. So we'll see a line change here.
Yeah.
And at the next dead ball.
The first score there by Briercrest. Hope Jordan with a nice little back to the basket move there, Nick.
So they're on the board.
Good shot, yeah.
22 here, and Coach Sayers is going to go to the bench here soon. So Maddie Garrett swings it over to Camden Hilborn. Hilborn 2 dribbles, drops it in, gets knocked out, so a steal, and here comes Briercrest. Dory Sunderland almost lost the dribble, but got it back, and then back they come. Shot no good. Rebound, Maddie Garrett's. Jordan's with the miss there, so Hilborn pushing the pace. Swanik inside to Pickens. Pickens cross court to Kendall Keller for an open 3. Offensive rebound, Jamie Pickens. Pickens back out to Swanik, now top of the key, Camden Hilborn. Drops it off to the elbow. Jamie Pickens into the lane and draws contact. She'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Jamie likes to get that ball right at the elbow. It's kind of like the free throw lane extended, and she's a real threat from right there. And Carroll now with the big massive substitutions. So Jamie Pickens will stay in and shoot the free throws, and 4 new players in for Carroll.
Yeah, so checking in, Erica Nessen, Sadie Phileas, Izzy Erickson, and Addie Ekstrom, who's been a super sub for this team so far in the early going.
Yeah.
First free throw is good by Jamie Pickens from Helena. Pickens is averaging 15 points on the season and nearly 6 rebounds. She has a team-leading 21 blocks, so she will head to the bench now with 12 points as Genesis Wilkinson checks in. So 5 new players on the floor for Carroll College as they lead 22-2 in the early going first quarter from the Carroll College PE Center. Briercrest visiting from Saskatchewan. Karen Port. Drive there. And picking up the foul here. First foul on Addie Ekstrom. That was Melissa Ellis who was initiating the offense, drawing the foul. So another inbounds from underneath the basket for Briercrest. The Clippers. Inbound goes to Brooklyn Martin. Back to the basket. Nice backdoor pass there. And the conversion for Eve Dirksen. So it's 22-4. Sadie Phileas, freshman from Havre, brings it up for the Fighting Saints. She's joined, as mentioned, by Erica Nessen in the backcourt. So Nessen in the corner, surveys, looking for teammates. Izzy Erickson facing up, back to Nessen, 8 on the shot clock. Now Genesis Wilkinson, and she's going to head to the basket. Spin move, and a great shot by Genesis.
That's a pretty shot. That's just really well done.
She found double figures Thursday against Lakeland with 10 points.
Yeah, she's got some offensive talent, no question about it.
24-4 in the first quarter, and little miscommunication there as Melissa Ellis threw the pass and then to her ducking teammate Dirksen. Thought there might be someone behind her, there wasn't, so that ball goes into the stands, and the Fighting Saints regain possession. Erica Nessen is a senior from Spokane, Washington. Seeing some action in the early going. Genesis Wilkinson with the pick. She sets the screen for her teammate. Erickson gives it back to Wilkinson at the free throw line. She'll give it out to Nessen. Nessen 1 dribble, corner. Sadie Phileas now out to Izzy Erickson. She's driving the lane. Off glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Wilkinson. She'll kick it back out. Sadie Phileas directing teammates. Izzy Erickson now. So Wilkinson drives. And we'll see what the call on the floor is. An offensive foul on Izzy Erickson as Wilkinson was driving. So foul there with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Carroll College in front, 24-4. Fighting Saints ranked number 11 nationally. And another turnover for Briercrest. Couple miscommunications there on some kind of easy passes that as they run their offense.
Well, little pressure defense causes that. If you're not used to seeing that kind of pressure, then it's hard to adjust to it in the game.
So Sadie Filius from Haver gives it to Erickson. Izzy Erickson played her high school basketball at Billings Central. Now Addie Ekstrom, Nesson. Erickson faces up. She dumps it off to Nesson, 5 on the shot clock. And a turnover there with the steal for Hope Jordans. Brooklyn Martins on the steal there. So a wide open 3 in the corner. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Briercrest. Nice give and go there. And Dory Sunderland drew the foul. So 24-4, minute and 15 checking in for the Clippers. Elliott Duncalf from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. She's a 5'7" freshman, joining her teammates on the floor to see her first action. And at the free throw line, Dory Sunderland. First shot is up and good for Sunderland, as the Clippers get their 5th point. Second free throw on the way. No good. Rebound, Genesis Wilkinson. Sadie Filius now bringing it up the floor, motioning to her teammates. Dribble handoff to Nesson. Nesson, Ekstrom, Genesis Wilkinson. Give and go from Sadie Filius. Now it comes back out to
those girls got to shoot those.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
They both turned down wide open shots.
Izzy Erickson, 1 dribble. And Addie Ekstrom with the fadeaway, no good. Nice rebound by Brooklyn Martins. Yeah, some unselfish play from the second unit.
Yeah, but when the ball comes inside out and you're all spotted up and got your feet on the ground, you got to be ready to shoot.
So shot is blocked by Genesis Wilkinson. The offensive rebound comes to Briercrest, but they'll turn it over, and back comes Addie Ekstrom. And Ekstrom from Bozeman has really provided a lift all season long when she comes in the game.
Yeah. She can score, she can rebound, she's a good defender.
A lot of versatility. We've seen Coach Sayers employ her in the starting lineup on occasion against teams with a little less height advantage. So she tries to find a backdoor cut from Wilkinson, but the pass is errant and will go out of bounds.
Well, Genesis started backdoor and then stopped, and Addie was expecting her to continue.
So here comes the heave to end the first quarter. No good, and it is 24-5 from the PE Center as the Fighting Saints are in front comfortably after one. 24-5. The Fighting Saints were led in the first quarter by Jamie Pickens, who was 4 for 4 from the field, 10 points. She made 2 free throws. Kendall Keller had 5 and 4 assists from Camden Hilborn. 24-5 here, first quarter. So this is an opportunity for a lot of players to see action for Coach Sayers.
Yeah, there are, and there's no substitute for game experience. Absolutely no substitute. And Coach Sayers has really made a very difficult schedule. They've played nothing but tough teams up until really, I think, really 2 of the 3 games in Florida were, just average opponents, and then the last team that they played was really good, and that was the best game that I've seen them play this year.
Southeastern University.
Yeah, I got to see that on the stream, and I thought they really played well. And then, of course, these 2 Canadian teams, Carroll is definitely better than those 2 teams, but that's it. There have been no cupcakes up until this point. There have been all really teams that could beat you on any given night. But it's nice to have some of these because you got girls that need to get in a ball game. They need to play. They need to have that uniform on and have their parents and grandparents here and have referees and get an official game because it's a lot of hard work.
And injuries happen.
They do.
So you never know who will be called upon.
Yeah.
Coach Sayers has a nice mix of veteran leadership and then also incorporating a fair bit of new players onto the team. So this is great action for that second unit right now to see some meaningful minutes. So travel on the floor there as Tatiana Dick was called for the traveling violation, so the Fighting Saints will inbound it. And Addie Ekstrom brings it into the front court. She'll give it off to Genesis Wilkinson. Wilkinson drops it off to Izzy Erickson. She gives it to Ekstrom. Ekstrom open three, shot no good. Offensive rebound, Erickson, and she puts it up off glass, no good. And out of bounds ball will go to the Clippers. So on the floor for the Clippers, Hannah Matashevsky has joined the lineup. She'll be bringing it up the floor. Matashevsky, dribble handoff to Dick. And 3 players on the floor there as there's a tie-up. Possession arrow to the Fighting Saints. So again on the floor for the Fighting Saints, Addie Ekstrom, Sadie Filius, Erica Nessen, Izzy Erickson, and Genesis Wilkinson. So Sadie Filius gives it to Wilkinson just outside the three-point line. Kick ball. 21 on the shot clock. And we're going to see the Saints wanted, at least the players wanted to come back in. But Coach Sayers said, you've got a little bit more time before we send you back in.
Here they come. They're after the free throw.
So Genesis Wilkinson driving to the left side. Kicks it out to her teammate, Nessen. Feet set. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Ekstrom. Ekstrom out to Filius. She'll give it back to Ekstrom. Izzy Erickson rolls now to the corner. Nessen driving the lane. Scores in the lane for Erica Nessen, the senior from Spokane. So she gets the bucket, and it's 26-5. 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter here. Good defense by Addie Ekstrom as she knocks it out of bounds, but she will head to the bench now, and the starters return for the Fighting Saints. Kendall Keller, Maddie Garretts, Jamie Pickens, Camden Hilborn, Sienna Swanek. Maddie Garretts at the elbow. Gives it over to Sienna Swanek. Swanek cross court to an open Camden Hilborn. No good. Offensive rebound, Garretts. She'll give it back to Camden Hilborn. Hilborn gets the pick from Jamie Pickens. 3 players converge. She'll kick back out to Hilborn. Hilborn give and go inside. Foul as Jamie Pickens looked to make it off the glass, but it wouldn't go, so she will head to the free throw line.
I don't know how other people keep statistics, but so that was a Camden assist type pass to Jamie. Now Jamie missed the shot but got fouled. The way I kept statistics, Nick, was if she makes a free throw, then you give the assists. So I would give Camden an assist now because Jamie did make that first free throw.
She's creating points, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's almost like in some instances you even got like the hockey assist sort of idea of like who's making it happen.
Yeah.
So 2 for 2 at the line there, Jamie Pickens, and we know that Hilborn to Pickens connection, as we mentioned, has been going on for many years and ultra efficient. So another travel violation as the Fighting Saints lead 28-5, 8 minutes in the second quarter. And Briercrest, though, a little bit of full court defense.
And they're trying to pick up, which is good. That's good. And Carroll needs that to play against pressure.
Kendall Keller kicks it out to Garretts at the three-point line. She'll swing it to Swanek, and then Swanek gives it to Hilborn. Hilborn finds Pickens. She's at the free throw line extended. Give and go from Maddie Garretts. It's the post-to-post show. Jamie Pickens.
Beautiful screen roll execution. That's your 4-player getting an assist to your 5-player.
So 14 for Jamie.
Yeah.
We're on Pickens watch, 22 points. She's 5 for 5 and 4 for 4 from the line. So Briercrest on offense. The Clippers on the attack. Sydney Martins. Shot no good. Rebound, Jamie Pickens. Here comes Hilborn. She's got her eyes up court. Gives it over to Kendall Keller. Keller will drive the lane. Shot up, and it's good.
And I like to see Kendall do a little more of that. She's got that pull-up game, that mid-range jump shot. And that's not very many basketball players this day and age shoot that shot. But
that's right, the mid-range game.
Yeah.
So steal from Jamie Pickens, and Camden Hilborn will get it ahead to Maddie Garretts for the layup. 34-5, Fighting Saints in front. Coach Skeppel's going to head to the bench here and bring in Brooklyn Martins as well as Eva Durkinson. Foul here called on Camden Hilborn as Kendall Evans was dribbling. So 3 players will join the floor. Also Melissa Ellis in from Arcola, Saskatchewan. She's a starter for Briercrest. So inbounding is Brooklyn Martins. Sunderland turns it over. Another steal for Jamie Pickens. Camden Hilborn. 34-5, Fighting Saints in front. Sienna Swanek in the corner, drops it into Garrett. She'll quickly kick it out to the top of the key. 3-ball, no good from Keller. Rebound, Brooklyn Martins. Martins dribbling against Garrett. Back to the basket, and Maddie Garrett with the quick hands from behind. So 3 consecutive steals from the post players, and Sienna Swanek will find Jamie Pickens. Pickens, spin move, off glass, no good. So she had a good look there. First miss for Jamie Pickens, and she'll pick up a foul. 34-5.
There's a nice spin move by Jamie there. Just ball didn't go down, but I liked everything about the shot.
She's got excellent post moves.
Really
both
good
hands.
feet. And J.D. Solomon has done a great job with her, and he's the coach for the bigs at Carroll.
Longtime assistant.
Yeah.
So nice pass there, and Kendall Keller takes some strong contact from Brooklyn Martins as she hits the deck, and we'll have 2 free throws. Now we're going to see another substitution. And Megan Karstetter, 6'2" freshman out of Moses Lake, Washington, seeing her first action, and get the home fans get to see.
Well, and she's in with the big girls. I mean, she's in at prime time.
That's right.
With 4 starters. So, this is a great opportunity for her now.
Absolutely. Another 6'2" post player for Coach Sayers. Obviously, Maddie Garrett and Jamie Pickens, both also 6'2" starters. It's 36-5, Fighting Saints in front. Melissa Ellis drives the lane, turns it over. Maddie Garrett has the ball. Hilborn looking up the court, looking to pad her assist stats. Maddie Garrett at the 3-point line, defended, gives it back out to Hilborn. Hilborn to get it to Swanek. Sienna Swanek. Now Karstetter. Karstetter dribble. Pass to Garrett. Feet set, 3-ball is good. So the assist from Karstetter, but that's Maddie Garrett. She's got that 3-point range.
There's a nice 3 by Melissa Ellis. Deep shot.
Ellis knocks it down as
Yeah.
the Clippers have 8. It's 39-8. Sienna Swanek gets it past half court. She'll give it over to Keller. Keller is double teamed. Gets it back over to Swanek. Swanek 3-ball. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Karstetter. And we've got a media timeout, and coming out of the break, Ava Oakland will be coming on the floor for Boise, Idaho. 39-8, 4 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Fighting Saints in front. As we knew, this was going to be a good opportunity to see some new faces.
Right. And Ava has really impressed me the last couple of ball games. She is just a pure freshman. She's not a redshirt. And Ava Oakland, she's got some real talent, and I'm not exactly sure if they're going to end up playing her at the 3 or the 4, but I really like her. And Nick, I think this is just a good time to give a shout out to Carroll Booster, longtime friend, alumni of Carroll, Tommy John Connor, who's, I don't know if he's missed many home games, but unfortunately fell on the ice and had an accident, hurt his arm. And, he's going to be laid up for a little while, but he's watching the stream today and listening to us, and we want to say hi to him, and we miss him, and we want him to get well soon.
Get well, Tommy. We know it's been treacherous out there. It was so cold, and there was a lot of snow, and then all of a sudden we went from 20 below to 40 above, and it just became an ice rink out there. So, Tommy, we're glad you're listening. We're always thankful to have you in attendance here, and we look forward to seeing you in person when you're able to get back out to the PE Center.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have had, it was such a strange weather pattern for Helena to be 35 below with a lot of snow, and then the next thing you know, it's raining, and it's wet and melting, and it just was an ice storm with what we had.
And it looks like it could be that way for a while, so
Yeah.
be careful out there, folks, as you're enjoying the New Year's Eve festivities. Give some room on the roads and be sure to be safe out there. Here comes Briercrest on the attack. Ellis. Convergence of Saints, but it comes back out to the Clippers. And a foul is called on Camden Hilborn as Hope Jordan. She was applying the pressure to. 39-8, Fighting Saints in front. As we mentioned, Oakland's in, and now Sadie Phileas will join the lineup as Camden Hilborn heads to the bench. Recently, the all-time assist leader at Carroll College after passing Trish Reneker. Excellent company in the annals of Fighting Saints women's basketball. And in the lane there, a nice move by Hope Jordans as she converts, and the Clippers now in double figures with 10. Fighting Saints lead is 29. And we'll see that pressure applied by Sunderland. And this is really good opportunity for the ball handlers facing that, like when they're asked upon later in the season.
Yeah. Exactly.
Foul is called on Melissa Ellis, junior, 5'7", out of Arcola, Saskatchewan. An all-Canadian team here from Briercrest, our neighbors to the north. Ava Oakland gives it off to Maddie Garrett's a deep three.
Oh, that is a little bit out of her range. That was a deep one.
With the rebound, and Briercrest on the offensive. Sadie Phileas will knock it out of bounds. Yeah, Maddie Garrett has great range. Despite being a 6'2" post, she really likes to linger out. At that
she loves to shoot.
Yeah.
And she's got a good-looking shot. There's just, she does. She's legit.
So she will head to the bench, and Genesis Wilkinson will be back on the floor. Genesis is a 6-foot senior from Newman Lake, Washington. And Sadie Phileas gets the steal, and she's on the breakaway. Layup is good for Phileas. 41-10. Briercrest now. Dory Sunderland into the front court. She'll hand it off to Ellis. And another turnover. That wing has been a tough spot all afternoon right now. A lot of unforced errors there, as you mentioned. Seeing a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Carroll's denying that entry pass, and that creates a lot of problems. If you haven't really worked against that, you're going to turn the ball over.
Erica Nessen, the senior, checks in for the Fighting Saints, and she will bring the ball up the floor as she's defended by Ellis. Genesis Wilkinson provided a screen. So Nessen is fouled. Sydney Martin's 2 fouls for her. Been a pretty clean game on the foul front for the most part. Sadie Phileas drops it in to Karstetter. And Oakland now surveys the landscape, drives to the lane, and it's good.
Doesn't take her long to score.
Ava Oakland from Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, she's going to be nothing but a good player here.
There's been a nice pipeline of Boise products.
We have had a pipeline.
Maddie Garrett's on this team from Boise. So the Fighting Saints, 43-10. Rebound by Oakland on the miss. So Sadie Phileas brings it into the front court. Karstetter, a 6'2" freshman, gives it to Wilkinson. She faces up and knocks it down. Genesis Wilkinson. Nice shot by Genesis. She had 10 points on Thursday, showing some good offensive prowess off the bench for Coach Rochelle Sayers. Fighting Saints 45-10. 3-ball is no good from Sydney Martins. And Addie Ekstrom will check in for Karstetter. And checking in for the Clippers, Elliot Duncalf from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Sadie Phileas, Haver product, strong program to produce 2 Fighting Saints on the roster. Kendall Keller. We were in have her for the Northern game, and Kendall Keller had an excellent effort, and Sadie Filius got some good minutes in front of the hometown fans. We'll be headed back to Northern for more of the Frontier Conference season. The Fighting Saints are 2-0 currently, as they played 2 early games in December.
Right. That's nice to get those 2 in the win column. And we we never used to play conference games before Christmas, but we do now, and I like it. Just get a couple of those games, under your belt, and the fans like it.
Absolutely, it gets
yeah.
It gets them engaged early, and also, as you mentioned, it's a lot of it's not back-to-backs necessarily, but
yeah.
when you're traveling, those Thursdays, Saturdays, that's a lot. It might as well be a back-to-back with some of the travel. Genesis Wilkinson at the elbow.
Boy, she
knocks it down.
She's feeling it. She really is. She's just playing with so much confidence.
48-10, Fighting Saints in front. Big smile on Genesis' face after she knocks down that mid-range shot. 48-10, 1 minute remaining in the first half. Driving the lane, shot is up and good. Dory Sunderland with the conversion there from Paradise Valley, Alberta. She's a sophomore. So 4 points for Hope Jordan, leads the way for Briercrest in the early going here. First half, 48-12 from the Carroll College PE Center. Erica Nessen, face-up shot, no good. Offensive rebound comes to Addie Ekstrom. She gets it out to Filius. Now Nessen gets it into Oakland. Quick move, and she makes it.
The more you look at her, the more you realize that's a talent.
A decisive offensive move there.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever.
So that gets the Fighting Saints to 50 as they lead by 38. And pass gets deflected out of bounds. Ekstrom with the active hands. She's one of the better defenders on the team. 50-12, 10 seconds remaining in the first half here. The Clippers, one more possession, driving is Sunderland. And they're going to call the charge. Erica Nessen picks up the charge as she held her ground and took a licking.
Very well. She took a pounding right there. But she had her feet planted, and she was outside the horseshoe there, and good call.
7 seconds remaining. Filius will inbound. Genesis Wilkinson. She'll get it to Nessen. 3 seconds. Nessen tries to get over. Wilkinson, can she beat the buzzer? No good. So 50-12, Fighting Saints in front. It's halftime from the Carroll College PE Center. We'll take a break and look at first half stats. Be back with you in a couple minutes. You're listening to Carroll College basketball on carrollcollegeathletics.com.
Today we would like to welcome and recognize some amazing students from our community. These students have been selected by their teachers as our Delta Dental Champions of Character. These students have gone above and beyond to embrace the 5 core character values by being a champion of character, which are servant leadership, respect, responsibility, integrity, and sportsmanship. Before we introduce our winners, we would like to thank Delta Dental for sponsoring our Champions of Character field game and for providing over 3,000 toothbrushes to our students in the Helena community. Please help us
Back at the Carroll College PE Center, it's halftime and the Fighting Saints are leading 50-12.
What's she doing?
Jamie Pickens
champions.
14 points to lead for the Fighting Saints, and we mentioned in the pregame that we are in the Jamie Peckins watch for 1,000 career points. Her teammate Sienna Swanek achieved that number earlier in the season, and it's an inevitable situation for Jamie. We'll just see how many minutes she gets as the Fighting Saints are comfortably in front. Jamie was 5 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 at the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And then her front court partner, Maddie Garrett, has 10 points on 4 for 5 shooting. Kendall Keller had 9. Genesis Wilkinson off the bench was 6. For the Fighting Saints, they saw 12 players see action in the early going. Assists, 6 of them for Camden Hilborn, the all-time Fighting Saints assist leader. She pulled that distinction Thursday against Lakeland in their 94-59 victory, as she had 8 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. Hilborn has been very effective and efficient offensively all season long, initiating the offense, and in limited action today as they're in front, she still has 6 assists of her own. As for Briercrest, Hope Jordans leads the way with 4 points. Melissa Ellis had 3, Dory Sunderland 3, and Eva Dirksen had 2. A look at the stats for the team comparison, the Fighting Saints shooting 59% from the field, as 29% for Briercrest. They have half the field goal attempts of the Fighting Saints, as they're 5 for 17. 16 turnovers for Briercrest, definitely making the cause more challenging for Coach Anthony Skeppel. A lot of those turnovers were occurring on passes to the wing, unfortunately. The points off turnovers, 25 for Carroll. Rebounding, 14-6, Fighting Saints in front, and then 13 assists, passing the ball well, sharing it. As we saw, again, 12 players for the Fighting Saints saw action in the first half.
Well, about the only suspense, Nick, that we're going to have this half is Jamie Pickens going to get her 1,000th point?
Yeah, will she get those eight points? Will she see enough court time, because she was having her way down there?
Or will they even leave her in long enough to get it?
Exactly.
And I don't know. I'm sure Coach Sayers is aware of it. But, you know, it's ticklish because you're ahead by 38 right now, and you don't want to ever pour it on somebody unnecessarily. And that's the last thing in the world that Coach Sayers wants to do. So it's
they will be on the road for the next 2. That's a consideration potentially.
Exactly.
And they at home.
Like you said, go over Carroll's record the next 2 ball games. Or the schedule. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Those are the types of decisions that coaches like to have. Where my biggest issue is, do I let my leading scorer get to 1,000 points while we're up by 38? But
yeah.
It's been a season of milestones for this veteran team, as Swanek got to 1,000 points earlier in the year, and then we mentioned multiple times that Camden Hilborn became the all-time assist leader. So a lot of history on this team, and early in the season.
Yeah, it's been a fun season both for the men and the women, and the men have had some injuries and some adversity, but when they get all their players back and healthy, and some of their younger players get a little more experience, you watch and see how tough they are the second round. Come February would be my pick. I think Carroll will be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best.
It was unfortunate that they were put in that Southwest debacle of airline travel and were unable to head to Southern California, where they had games.
Definitely
in Santa
one of those.
Barbara, they weren't able to play.
One of those would have definitely would have been winnable ball game. Maybe both of them would have been winnable, especially if they have Johnny Hillman back. And he makes such a difference to their ball club. And Brandon Temple, he's recovering from a high ankle sprain, and those are 2 seniors. Those are your 2 senior leaders.
Yeah, they've logged a lot of minutes.
You take those off any basketball team, and it's going to have an effect. So I'm real anxious to see them get back and get healthy. And some of these young players, they're getting a lot of game experience right now, and a lot's being asked of them, and that'll pay off come February.
Absolutely, and that's, again, another reason that, injuries are a part of athletics, and they happen to when you least expect it oftentimes. So getting a lot of game action and just familiarity outside of, obviously they're practicing, but this is an opportunity for a lot of these. We're seeing Ava Oakland put up some good shots there, and she hasn't had a lot of minutes, but as the season wears on, she'll have that comfort.
She played really well Thursday. She had good numbers Thursday for the minutes that she played, and she's coming back today the first half and showing that wasn't a fluke. When a player does it 2 days in a row, anybody can come out, I used to think, and have one good game, or you can have one good practice. It's when you put 2-3 practices together and you put 2 good games together that now you got my attention. Now you are going to be able to contribute around there, and that's what she's done.
And 12 Fighting Saints players got to see action in the first half, so we'll probably see a lot of reserves in this second half as the Fighting Saints are comfortably in front, 50-12 from the PE Center.
Yeah.
Fighting Saints 10-4 on the season. They will play Montana Tech and then Rocky next week, the Thursday-Saturday slate. So be on the road. You can follow along for all Frontier Conference games on 94.9 FM, Rewind 94.9. Home of Fighting Saints basketball. We'll be with you all season long.
We'll be in Butte doing the game Thursday, and the women's game.
Yep.
The women's game will start at 5, and the men's game at 7, and that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. And then Saturday in Billings. Now that's an afternoon deal, isn't it?
Right. Yep. They've made it a point in the conference to get some earlier start times for those weekend games and get the teams on the road. Obviously in the Frontier Conference, everything's driving. There's no flying going on, so it's
right. It's got to be safer.
On in the winter time. Get them on on the road.
Yeah.
The Fighting Saints men's team 1-1 in conference, and the women are 2-0.
Yeah.
As we'll have 15 more. It's New Year's Eve, and it's college football semifinal action. Early going. Texas Christian leads 14-0 over Michigan. That's the 2-3 game.
How does that happen?
And then later tonight, it'll be Georgia and Ohio State, the defending champion Bulldogs, in action. And I know that one of your sons, Ryan, was at the University of Georgia, so he's got a little bit of rooting interest with UGA and the Bulldogs.
So my son Ryan got his doctorate's degree at Georgia, and he was they're just. It's hard to describe how football crazy they are in that neck of the woods, but he would tell me that he would see a group of like 4 or 5 guys on campus walking down the middle of the campus, and if you'd go up and say "Go Dogs," they'd all jump down and start barking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they love their football,
and they've been awfully good recently, and the favorites to repeat. But that's why they play the games, and that's why TCU is in front 14-0, much to the surprise of the masses probably right now.
And all the talking heads around the country, I think, they all had Michigan as a really, really, physically stronger, bigger, but maybe TCU's quicker, maybe they're better. And TCU had so many close games this year. They won a lot of games close.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
There's a lot of time off in between games, so that can be really, and that's where we're talking about with the Fighting Saints schedule, is that the men, they have a significant gap between where they will play at the PE Center.
Yes.
It was the 10th of December, the last time they were playing in front of the home fans, and it'll be a full month before they're back in action at the PE Center, whereas thankfully the women's team has a couple home games here. But those long stretches, obviously they had games in between, but they missed a couple in California, as we just were discussing, and that can be, there's no substitute for practice is great, but you need to put some of those things into play under conditions where you're going up against teams that are trying to do something different.
And sometimes things can be a blessing in disguise, Nick, and we talked about, the men's team not able to make because of the airline difficulties to make the trip to California because of Southwest Airlines, the difficulties that they had. But sometimes you think that that's an obstacle, but it could be a blessing. It could be that, especially with as many young players as are on the team, they needed to go home. They needed a good rest. They needed to get away. And that can really pay dividends in the end of February and March if you had a good rest
And
at
health.
Christmas. And health-wise, to get, Hillman and Temple healed up. So you just never know. We won't know till about 10 o'clock Thursday night in Butte if it really hurt them or if it didn't hurt them. And as it turns out, I think Tech probably at this point looks like the team to beat from what we've seen. I haven't, I've seen Northern play, and they got a nice club. I think Carroll is at least as good as they are, and has a good chance to beat them next time they play. I think Providence is better than they were last year, which that's about the only down year I ever remember Steve Keller having in his whole coaching career. They were just not very good last year. I think they're much better, but I don't think they're a super team. I think Rocky's better than they were, but they're not a super team. Western, they lost two really good players off their team last year, so it's wide open. The Frontier is wide open, and it'll probably come down to the second half of the season, and that's when Carroll men could really be hitting on all 8 cylinders.
Yeah, incorporating a lot of new players for
A lot.
Coach Paulson's team.
Exactly.
Whereas Coach Sayers has this veteran group with
They do.
Maddie Garrett, Jamie Pickens, Camden Hilborn, Sienna Swanek, and then Kendall Keller now is becoming a part of the regular rotation, the transfer from University of Montana. And
Kendall
then,
looks so comfortable with these girls, and it took a while. It took some preseason games, but she's just really hitting on all 8 cylinders for her, and looks very comfortable playing with these girls. And I can tell she's having fun, and that's really important in basketball, that you're out there having fun, and that's what it looks like to me.
And they share the ball really well.
They do.
There's a lot of capable scorers on any given night. There's several players that could put up 20 points, but it's been a very balanced attack for them.
Yeah.
So when the ball is moving, which it pretty much always is, and much thanks to Camden Hilborn for facilitating a lot of that, but it's a lot of good passers from top to bottom. Maddie Garrett, we saw earlier in the first half with a nice find to Jamie Pickens. Even the post players are good passers, not to say that
They are good passers.
they couldn't be, but a lot of people think
are.
of just the guards, but
That's a good point.
well-rounded.
They are good passers. Double team, the inside-out type stuff. They are good passers. Yeah. Well, first 3 minutes of the second half, we always talk about it. Carroll with a huge lead, but we'll see how long Coach Sayers leaves the starters in, and then we're on Jamie Pickens' watch,
That's
as
right.
you said, Nick.
1,000 points.
She needs 8 points to get 1,000.
50-12. Second half action about ready to begin. All 5 starters on the floor for the Fighting Saints. And Briercrest, the Clippers from Saskatchewan, will inbound it. It's Brooklyn Martins. Gives it to Dory Sunderland. The first 20 points went to the Fighting Saints, and then Briercrest is, pass is deflected by Garrett, and then goes back to the Clippers, but they turn it over. Camden Hilborn will inbound from underneath the basket. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Joining you, Nick Dietzen and Gary Turcott, all season long for Fighting Saints basketball, men's and women's action. Jamie Pickens with the give and go on to Garrett. She misses the first and gets the second one. So coming back is Sunderland. Gives it to Martins. Martins drives the lane. Arcing shot, no good. Rebound, Kendall Keller. She looks for Jamie Pickens. Quick timeout from
I think
Coach
we
Sayers.
have Jamie looks like, or Maddie looks like she hurt. I don't know if she hurt her elbow.
The Saints Athletic
Might have been.
But she's
headed
over there talking to the trainer. Yeah, it looks like maybe a wrist injury. Yeah. So we do have a quick timeout here.
52-12, 40-point lead for the Fighting Saints. Second half action from the Carroll College PE Center as the Fighting Saints round out the 2022 portion of the season, coming in with a 10-4 record, 4 consecutive victories, 4-1 at home, 2-0 in conference. Fighting Saints defeated Lakeland College on Thursday here on the home floor, and prior to that they picked up 3 victories in Florida over Weber International, Warner University, and Southeastern University. Camden Hilborn, if you're just joining us, became the all-time assist leader in Carroll College history as she passed Trish Reneker. She's been averaging 6.1 assists per game, which is 5th in the NAIA, and she, in total assists, is the leader currently nationally. So we'll be watching all season long as Hilborn has averaged 6 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. She had a triple-double against Warner University and flirted with a couple others. So now onto the floor, Genesis Wilkinson and the 4 original starters. Wilkinson, who did a nice job offensively in the first half off the bench for Coach Sayers. Camden Hilborn hands it off to Kendall Keller, swings it over to Sienna Swanek. Keller for 3, no good. Rebound, Martins. Brooklyn Martins bringing it up the floor, swings it over to the corner. Ellis drops over to her teammate, defended by Jamie Pickens. Now a 3, no good. Rebound, Keller. The miss there by Eve Dirksen. Sienna Swanek at midcourt, defended by Ellis. She'll hand it off to Camden Hilborn. Hilborn picks up her dribble, gives it off to Wilkinson. She faces up, drops it into Jamie Pickens. Pickens,
that's a nice
off
move.
glass.
That's a nice move.
Nice patient move
Really?
there by Pickens. She's
Yeah.
got 16 now, 6 points away from joining the 1,000-point career mark. Onto the baseline is Ellis, and she'll pick up the foul on Hilborn. Camden Hilborn, couple fouls. Actually, they're going to call it on Keller, it looks like. Kendall Keller with that foul. That's her first.
I think they got her for a hand check there. They don't normally call that.
Rough inbounds pass there is stolen, and Camden Hilborn looks up the floor to her teammate Pickens. Pickens now
Oh, that's
with the layup.
beautiful.
Nice patient move by her.
An assist and another bucket.
18 for Jamie Pickens. She's 4 away. I think Coach Sayers will probably let her get to that 1,000 mark. 3 ball connected by Melissa Ellis.
And we've seen her hit that shot before. That's a good-looking 3-point shot she has. She really squares up nice.
56-15. They're going to go into Pickens again. She'll go to work. First shot, no good. And then second is up and off the glass, and she draws contact for the foul there.
You like to see your bigs go up, and if they miss, go back up and get it and put it right back.
Jamie Pickens, who in the preseason was the Co-Frontier Conference Player of the Year, she's at 20 now, 8 for 10 from the field and 4 for 4 from the line. She'll look to get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Shot is up and no good, so 20 points for her. Sienna Swanek tries to corral the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Briercrest, the Clippers, trailing 58-15. Coming from Caronport, Saskatchewan, coached by Anthony Skeppel. Ellis picks up her dribble over to Sydney Martins, one of the 2 Martins on the team. Sydney and her sister Brooklyn. So inbounding will be Dory Sunderland from Paradise Valley, Alberta. Sunderland looking for an open teammate. Can't find one, but Genesis Wilkinson comes up with the steal. Kendall Keller, the U of M transfer, gives it to Swanek, now into Pickens. Pickens going to work, and she travels. can tell they're looking for that last bucket, I think, for Jamie Pickens, as she's got 20 now.
And that was the right move by Jamie. She did draw the double team, and she did kick it out.
Yeah. I think she just thought about it, a little bit.
Half second too long. Yep.
Fighting Saints in front, 58-15, 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pass to Sunderland. She looks for her teammate, Amanda Pelster. Steal, Kendall Keller in the open breakaway layup for Kendall Keller.
That's a good pressure layup. Kendall is really good in the open court. Under pressure, those pressure layups.
Sydney Martins over to Sunderland, defended by Swanek. Sunderland into the paint.
Nice take, Sunderland.
Aggressive
Beautiful
move there.
Just that's the nicest move one of the Briercrest girls has made today. That's a double crossover spin move under pressure and banked it in.
Against a great defender.
A
Sienna
really
Swanek.
good. Yeah, you don't have a better defender. Getting it over her is not easy.
60-17 now. Jamie Pickens from just beyond the free throw line, and she knocks it down, and a little relief on her face there. She knows that she got to the 1,000-point mark. So congratulations to Jamie Pickens from Helena as she joins a group of exclusive players.
With that last basket by Jamie Pickens, she has now joined the Carroll.
So the announcer, Laurel Peterson, will announce to the crowd the fact that Jamie Pickens has joined teammate Sienna Swanek in the annals of Carroll College basketball with 1,000 career points, and much to the delight of the home fans, she will get a round of applause as she gets the 22nd point, 62-17. A hug from Coach Sayers as she will head to the bench, and Maddie Garrett's good to see her rejoining her teammates on the floor after experiencing a little discomfort there.
We couldn't tell if it was her elbow or her wrist. I think, and I see that she's got a little tape on her wrist, and that's her shooting hand, so you don't like to see that.
But it's good to see her back out.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious there. 62-19, 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Camden Hilborn gives it to Sienna Swanek as they cross midcourt. Now Hilborn picks up her dribble, drops it to Genesis Wilkinson, who faces up. Nice bounce pass. Hook shot by Garrett's, no good, but nice job by Genesis Wilkinson on the offensive glass. Nice save by Camden Hilborn. 14 on the shot clock. Garrett's at the three-point line, gives it to Swanek. Now Hilborn surveying, looking for her teammates, gets it to Wilkinson. 6 on the shot clock, and a nice shot by Genesis Wilkinson.
Wait, is she lighting it up?
She is. This has been
Just
a nice
lighting it up.
homestand for her with 10 points against Lakeland, and she's doing a nice job. 64-19, and Coach Sayers will go to the bench, bringing in Izzy Erickson and Addie Ekstrom. Checking out will be Genesis Wilkinson and Kendall Keller. Fighting Saints put up 94 on Thursday and look like they could be on pace to eclipse that mark at the current pace that they're on. Steal for Addie Ekstrom. She's defended by Melissa Ellis. Great effort by Briercrest despite the deficit. They're putting up a great fight and giving good minutes here for Coach Anthony Skeppel. Maddie Garrett connects with a long 2 from Camden Hilborn, so another assist for Camden. 66-19. Driving into the lane is Martins. Shot no good. Rebound, Addie Ekstrom. Melissa Ellis again on the defensive pressure here. Ekstrom gives it over to Hilborn. Hilborn facing up. They're going to sag off of her a little bit. The cutting Sienna Swanek shot is no good. Off glass there.
But she was
she'll
fouled.
Get to the line.
Yeah, she was fouled. And we got a media.
Media timeout. 4.5 minutes in the third quarter. The Fighting Saints in front from the Carroll College PE Center, 66-19. We'll look at the team stats now. Carroll has upped their field goal percentage to 61%. And Briercrest with the 21 turnovers, 33 points off turnovers for Carroll. and the rebounding edge 20-7 for the Fighting Saints.
Yeah. Really, the Briercrest, I think the biggest problem is their turnovers. They're not the pressure of Carroll has just really stymied them, and they just when they get shots, they're not that bad. I mean,
Right.
they've made some shots.
Good
But
offensive skills,
yeah.
but yeah, just not getting into the offense with
passing,
consistency.
The
yeah.
passing, yeah. Yeah.
So 3 players in double figures for the Fighting Saints. Jamie Pickens, 22, Maddie Garrett's 14, and Kendall Keller, 11. Genesis Wilkinson, as we mentioned, 4 for 5 from the field. She might get to double figures potentially for 2 consecutive
What does Genesis
games.
have?
8. 4
Oh,
for
yeah.
5. Yep.
The way she's playing, yeah.
Sienna Swanek will have 2 shots from the free throw line upcoming. She's joined on the floor by Izzy Erickson, Maddie Garrett, Addie Ekstrom, and Camden Hilborn. Swanek is a senior from 9 Mile Falls, Washington. Played her high school at Lakeside High School. Knocks down the first shot, 67 now for the Fighting Saints. Second one on the way. It's good.
Sienna's the one that, to me, that holds things together. She's so calm and so experienced and such a great defender, both ends. That was a nice shot. We talked about good passing. That was good passing there by Briercrest, just unable to finish.
Rebound from Erickson. Sienna Swanek gets an open 3, unable to convert. And back come the Clippers. Eve Dirksen
Ooh.
drives the lane, gets an offensive foul.
And I think they actually missed that one. I think that was a block. I do. And Camden takes charging fouls better than anybody that's ever played the game. But I think that time it was a block. I think she bailed on it a little bit.
Coach
And
Skeppel
she was
thinks
laughing
the
about
same.
it, kind
He's,
of.
mentioning that. A deep 3 now from Ekstrom. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Sienna Swanek staying active for the Fighting Saints as they look to close out the 2022 calendar year with a decisive victory. Nice pass by Garrett to the cutting Ekstrom. Should give it off to Swanek. Now Hilborn with 6 on the shot clock. Swanek faces up. 3 ball. In and out. Offensive rebound, Izzy Erickson, shot no good. She follows her shot, gets it. Now the Saints will back it out. Camden Hilborn throws it to the corner. She gets it back to the top of the key. It's Hilborn, drives the lane, shot no good. Another offensive rebound for the Fighting Saints and 20 more on the shot clock for Carroll College. Hilborn gets it inside to Erickson. She kicks it out to Garrett. Good ball movement by the Fighting Saints. An open 3 by Hilborn, no good, but the offensive rebound goes to Maddie Garrett. And a foul. Sydney Martin's 3rd foul from Regina, Saskatchewan, junior. And we're going to see Megan Carstetter, rejoining the lineup for the Fighting Saints.
Now, Maddie that time shot that free throw, and I said she got tape on her wrist. That didn't look good. That looked better. Yeah, that one looked better. Like the wrist didn't bother her a bit. And she made that free throw,
Might
yeah.
be the thumb even.
Oh, it's the thumb, isn't it? Yeah, there's got some tape around that thumb.
So she'll head to the bench, 69-19, Fighting Saints with a 50-point lead, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. And checking in was Megan Carstetter, as mentioned, from Moses Lake, Washington. Izzy Erickson playing good on-ball pressure. Ball goes to the corner. It's Megan Ellis. She's double-teamed and heads-up play, throwing it off the foot of Carstetter after being double-teamed there. Sunderland, who had a nice bucket earlier, she will inbound from underneath the basket. And turnover, another one. Sienna Swanek gets it up ahead to Izzy Erickson in the front court. Erickson, shot no good. Rebound, Ekstrom off glass, knocks it down. Nice job by Addie Ekstrom, staying with it, getting the offensive rebound, and looking to convert on a three-point play.
One free throw for Addie.
We saw her in the starting lineup a couple times against teams with a little less size, so she provides that additional
right, exactly.
defensive presence.
Teams that really try to beat you with the dribble drives type of thing, like Western especially. You know, you'll see her getting more and more minutes.
So she converted the three-point play, and it's 72-19. We're going to see Kendall Keller and Sadie Filius join the floor for the Fighting Saints as Camden Hilborn and Sienna Swanek exit. 72-19.
What I kind of like what Coach Harris is doing now is you know, playing some starters with some girls that are second team, and instead of just having just the starters as one unit and your second team as one unit, let some of those girls that are on the second team get a chance to play with the starters.
Yeah, get that cohesive, you know, experience to, you know, it mirrors practice a little bit more when you get some opportunities to. That's what's going to be needed if there is a situation where, you know, some players from that second or maybe even third unit start joining the rotation a little bit. Sadie Filius will get it past midcourt, defended by Sunderland. Filius over to Ekstrom. Eddie Ekstrom looking for Erickson. Now she's at the elbow. Good defense by Briercrest. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Aggressive move by Keller getting into the lane, and she will draw the foul.
Boy, that's a quick move. She caught that ball at the elbow and kind of swept the ball down low. In one step, she was at the rim.
So that's the fourth foul on Sydney Martins. 72-19. Fighting Saints in front. Kendall Keller, the transfer from the University of Montana, at the line. Knocks down the first free throw, so she's got 11.
Both her mom and dad played at Carroll. So she's a legacy.
And knocks it down again. She's second on the team in scoring on the season, averaging 10.8. Jamie Pickens, who just recently got to that 1,000-point career mark at 22, and she's the season-long leader for the Fighting Saints, averaging 14.9. So Sunderland drives the lane, shot no good. Rebound, Addie Ekstrom, and she will bring it up the floor. Izzy Erickson getting position. Kendall Keller at the three-point line. Takes the screen from Karstetter. Now it's Filius. Over to Ekstrom. Ekstrom, nice cut by Keller, and good feed there by Ekstrom. 76-19. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter from the Carroll College PE Center. Fighting Saints on their way to 11 victories in the early season. They're 4-1 at home. Will be moving to 5-1 after this afternoon's victory. So Karstetter gives it off to Erickson. Erickson from the elbow, shot no good, but she stays with it and comes out with the loose ball. 16 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Filius drops it over to Erickson. She faces up, motions to her teammate. Nice screen by Karstetter. Kendall Keller, 1 second on the shot clock. Shot clock violation with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter here. It'll be the Clippers with another possession as they try to get over the 20-point mark for the game. Sunderland. Defended by Ekstrom. Nice spin in the lane. She's got a good aggressive move when she decides she's going.
She does.
She's got a couple moves in there.
2 free throws for Dory Sunderland.
Dory's got 5 points, and we'll head to the line. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. First is good for Sunderland. Second on the team in scoring today. 6 points. Second one. In and out. And Sadie Filius, 5 seconds. gets it up the floor to Ekstrom. She will get set, shoot the three, no good. And after three, the Fighting Saints 76, Briercrest 20. Carroll College, 3 players in double figures. Jamie Pickens, that might be the last we've seen of her.
Yeah.
She got her 22 and
Yeah.
1,000 for the career.
Yeah, yeah. And I doubt if we'll see Camden again, or even Sienna, or even Keller for that matter.
She's got 15, and
yeah.
Maddie Garrett's with a kind of quiet 15, really.
Well, that is a quiet 15. That surprises me to hear that.
6 for 9.
Yeah.
And she had 6 rebounds, but she had some nice offensive rebounds and got some layups.
She had a couple of threes. Did she hit 1 3, didn't she?
She had 1. Yeah,
1 3, yeah. Yeah.
So 3 players in double figures there. Genesis Wilkinson will probably see her on the offensive end getting some of the, shouldering some of that load in the fourth quarter.
And Nick, I really want to get watch this Ava Oakland play. She just checked into the ball game, and I'm telling you, this girl I think has got a future, and I think she's going to help them this year. She's just a pure freshman, not a redshirt freshman. So she's playing high school basketball last year.
We saw her on both of her shots. She was no hesitation.
Right.
She had good confidence, made them both.
And I think you got to, the coaching staff will decide where are we going to play her. Now, I think in this lineup, she's a 4, and I think that's what she should be. I think she is a 4, power forward type player. She's 6'1", and can shoot, can play a little bit with her back to the basket.
Score update for you on the Fiesta Bowl. TCU leads 21-3.
Can't happen. I can't believe that. That shows what I know.
The Horned Frogs in the college football playoff. They've got purple. The Saints are purple. It's 76-20, fourth quarter. Happy New Year's to everyone. New Year's Eve from the PE Center as the Fighting Saints are going to finish up the season, or the 2022 slate, excuse me. Pick up an 11th win. Addie Ekstrom with a nice jumper there, 78-20. So on the floor for the Fighting Saints, we got Megan Karstetter, Erica Nessen, the senior from Spokane, aforementioned Ava Oakland, the freshman. A little give and go by Briercrest here, swinging it around. Nice shot. Well, we got a 3 hoisted and no good by Tatiana Dick.
Good look, though. Good ball movement that time by Briercrest. Got a good look, just missed it.
That's right. So Phileas, Nessen, Addie Ekstrom, Karstetter, and Oakland. Ekstrom gives it off to Phileas, defended by Sunderland. Nice defensive pressure there by Briercrest, and it's Hope Jordan's into the front court, and Dory Sutherland gets the make. 7 points for her.
And you said Hope Jordan with a good steal and then come down to get an assist on the same possession. Well done.
Credit to the Clippers really staying with it despite the insurmountable deficit. They're putting out a lot of effort. Sadie Phileas to Oakland. Eva Oakland to Karstetter. So the freshman to freshman connection here. 3 freshmen on the floor. Nessen into Ekstrom. Fadeaway. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebound controlled by the Clippers. Here comes Jordan's up the floor to Martins. Spin move. Shot is good. So a quick little run here by the Clippers. Back-to-back scores for Briercrest. They hail from Caronport, Saskatchewan. Sadie Phileas, Oakland. She gets it to Ekstrom. Ekstrom at the free throw line. Gets off to Karstetter. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Nessen. Erica Nessen's a senior. Been in the program and
hard worker. She's put in a lot of time, paid her dues. Hard worker, goes to work every day at practice. When I come watch practice, she's as hard a worker as there is.
78-24, just under 8 minutes remaining in the game. Phileas gets it into Karstetter, left hand. Shot, no good. Nice move there by Karstetter, the lefty. So she draws a foul, trying to follow up the miss.
Well, she's a pure 5. By that I mean she's a girl that's got back to the basket moves and has a feel to how to do it. Now, she can also shoot, but the back to the basket stuff, and they got Nessen for a block. I think that was probably right. It was close.
Sunderland with the aggressive move again. She's been effective in the second half here.
But Carstetter, she's going to be a Cassie Hashley type of player. Back to the basket, spin moves. She's left-handed, which helps her, and she can also shoot. Once again, she's a freshman. She's battled a virus this year. It's kept her out a little bit, and be fun to see how she develops over the course of the year.
So Sunderland misses the first. She's got 8 points. Her and Melissa Ellis leading the Clippers right now with 8 apiece. Second free throw is on the way for Sunderland. That one's no good. Rebound by Oakland. Sadie Phileas, a Haber freshman, starting the Saints offense. Oakland drops it into Erickson. Erickson faces up. Izzy Erickson. Put it Billings Central. Now Oakland facing up. 7 on the shot clock. Erickson with a great feed to Ekstrom.
Nice back cut. Just a real nice back cut too by Ekstrom.
So nice feed there by Erickson. She's not the tallest post player, but she knows what she's doing. She's in the right place at the right time and a pretty versatile player. Deep shot by Ellis is no good, and Addie Ekstrom gets the rebound. Ekstrom will push it with the right hand. Now Erickson in the post, backing in. Shot no good. Rebound, Sunderland. She'll push the pace. 2 Saints players on D, but a nice job by Sunderland as she
Sunderland's still playing hard.
Really hard. She missed those last 2 free throws, but now she's in double figures.
Somebody forgot to tell her that they're way behind because she's just playing hard as she can.
She's in double figures. She's got 10. 4 for 7. Struggling from the line though, 2 for 8.
Yeah, that'll hurt you.
Yeah, so
see if she makes these.
This will be for the 3-point play.
Yeah, she did.
Knocks it down.
Yes, she
All right, so 11 for Dory. As Briercrest 27, the Saints are at 80 with 6.5 minutes left from the Carroll College PE Center. A reminder that all season long, KCAP.com and 94.9 FM for Frontier Conference basketball. And then, of course, the live streams from Carroll College on carrollathletics.com. Nick Dietz along with Gary Turcotte will be excited for the 2023. Bring in the new year with you. Our next game will be at Montana Tech as the Diggers take on the Fighting Saints from Butte. So now into the front court, Ellis. Gets it off to Dirksen. Sunderland checked out, so the offense will have to come from a different spot on the floor. After she had a nice run there of scoring. She's taking a breather. 6 minutes remain. Sadie Phileas defended by Ellis. Ellis has applied good backcourt pressure all game long. She's also sticking with it. Martins gets the steal. And a nice job by Erica Nessen knocking the pass away to the bench. And it's 80-27. Timeout on the floor. Carroll College. A little under 6 minutes to play. Jamie Pickens earlier, 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Sienna Swanek, 1,000 points.
Yeah, and a ton of assists by Camden again, and just the limited minutes that she played. And Thursday, this team will be in Butte, Montana Tech. Montana Tech with a new coach, new program. They got a lot of girls that returning that played last year, but I think they've been the women's team anyway has been a little up and down. So it'll be interesting to see how they go, what new styles they will bring to their program, and then we know the Montana Tech men are really salty. They probably have the best preseason record of anybody and have had the most impressive wins of anybody in the leagues. So we could have right out of the the Gates, Nick, we could have the two best teams in the conference at this point anyway, playing for it Thursday
Rivals
night.
too. Yeah, the
right.
rivals of the Lord.
It is a rivalry. I don't know how it can get any bigger, but if Ani transferring to Montana Tech, somehow it just did get bigger. Yeah. Now he will not be eligible to play this year, but he will have 2 years remaining to play next year for Montana Tech, and he was played at Carroll for 3 years, but he's got a COVID year.
Deep three.
In
and out.
Yeah.
Martins with the miss, and Izzy Erickson gets the rebound. Izzy getting some good action today. We're going to see a couple more substitutions from Coach Sayers here soon. And the next dead ball, Erica Nessen drops it off to Erickson. Erickson to Nessen. Nessen with the left hand, give and go. Erickson again, and she will draw a foul. So Izzy Erickson getting a fair bit of the offense running through her right now.
Nice pass by Nessen there on that screen roll.
Izzy Erickson looking to get on the scoring sheet. She has done a nice job rebounding with 6 rebounds and had an assist on the previous trip in the fourth quarter, but no points yet, so we'll see if she can change that, and she does as she knocks down the first free throw. So she's the 10th Fighting Saint to get on the scoring sheet. And we've got a lane violation, 81-27. Megan Karstetter rejoining the Fighting Saints lineup. And also we will see Rakaya Grandi from Big Fork seeing her first action. Into the lane goes Briercrest, and there's a travel violation. She knew it when it happened. That was Eve Dirksen called for the violation. So the 13th player to enter, Rakaya Grandi. Sadie Filius. Karstetter at the three-point line, hands it off to Oakland. Oakland, spin move. Back to Karstetter, 11 on the shot clock. Sadie Filius gives it to Grendy. Grendy looking for a teammate. Back to Filius. Filius gets in, kicks out. 3-ball, Oakland, no good. Rebound offensively. Megan Karstetter. So Karstetter, she gets her first points there, and will look to get a 3-point play with the offensive rebound. So she is the 11th player to get points for the Fighting Saints. 83-27. Dory Sunderland checking back in for Briercrest, leading the Clippers offensively today with 11 points. 3-point play, Megan Karstetter, 84-27. So good opportunity for the reserves to see meaningful minutes. Sunderland off to Kendall Evans. Evans will drive the baseline. Kicks it out to Sunderland. Around the perimeter it goes. Now it's Martins, 12 on the shot clock. She picks up her dribble. Sends it off corner and off the hands of Kendall Evans. Turnover for Briercrest. Erica Nessen bringing it up the floor, the senior from Spokane. She's on the floor with Megan Karstetter, Rakaya Grendy, Ava Oakland, and Sadie Filius. Grendy over to Nessen. Now Filius at the three-point line, top of the key. Gives it to Karstetter, left hand. She drives with authority.
She can finish. Yeah.
So 5 points now for Megan Karstetter, the freshman. Multiple freshmen in the game for Carroll right now. Shot no good by Martins. She gets her offensive rebound, and off glass, Sydney Martins. 86-29, 3.5 minutes to play, and Coach Skeppel will be heading to the bench and bringing in multiple reserve. Nice pass by Megan Karstetter.
Ava with a nice back cut there. A good. You have to have a feel to know when to make those random back cuts. Good players have that feel, and I think she's one of those.
So the freshman to freshman connection there, 88-29. Shot no good. Ball goes out of bounds. So we will see 4 players onto the floor for Briercrest. We got Elliot Duncalf, Hannah Matszewski, Tatiana Dick, joining Sydney Martins. Inbounding the ball is Hannah Mataszewski. Gets it to Martins, 18 on the shot clock. Ill-advised pass is stolen by Rakaya Grundy, and Sadie Filius brings it up the court. Ava Oakland with a 3, shot no good, and the ball goes off the foot of Izzy Erickson. Just under 3 minutes, 88-29. Carroll College will improve to 11-4, and it'll be 5 straight victories for Coach Michelle Sayers, 5-1 at home after this victory. As mentioned, we'll be in Butte on Thursday as the Fighting Saints take on the Ore Diggers of Montana Tech. 3 ball from Dick is no good. Offensive rebound. Elliot Duncalf got that. Now into the lane. Nice spin move there by Mataszewski. She'll draw the foul. Sadie Filius gets the foul. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. The Fighting Saints scored 94 against Lakeland College on Thursday. They've got 88. We'll see if they can eclipse that figure here.
Well, they had 50 at half.
And 1 of 2 for Mataszewski from Winkler, Manitoba. 88-30. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Filius gets the entry pass into Karstetter. Karstetter, the lefty, with a nice offensive move there.
Yeah, she's got that feel. That's what a pure 5 can do for you. If they have that, they can spin away from pressure.
Probably doesn't hurt to be going up against Jamie Pickens in practice often and seeing all those moves.
Yeah, and once again, J.D. Solomon, who was a great player here, coaching those post players, night in, night out. You can see what he gets done.
J.D. was an All-American for you. Sadie Filius.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
90-30. Oakland drops it into Karstetter, deep position, off glass. So it's the Megan Karstetter show right now. She's got 9.
This will help her confidence.
92-30. She's one of those players that could be called upon. You know, if anything were to happen to a post player, she's probably that next big presence to come in, and she's showing some great skill. So a nice move there by Mataszewski.
Yeah, nice finish there. Could have been an and one.
60-point lead for the Fighting Saints as we tick under 1 minute, and Karstetter getting deep position yet again. She's getting that position down there.
As she gets it, that's what I mean by it. She's going to go down there and post up hard. And when you post up hard, those guards will throw you the ball. If you don't post up hard, they won't throw it to you. I don't know what it is. It's every level of basketball.
94-32. Turnover by the Clippers. Megan Karstetter in double figures now with 11, so she's the 4th Fighting Saint to reach double figures on a night where Jamie Pickens joined the 1,000-point career mark thanks to 22 points. Rakaya Grundy gives it to Karstetter at the elbow, 17 on the shot clock. Filius at the 3-point line gives it out to Erickson. Now it's Karstetter again with that post position. She faces up, swings it out to Oakland, 7 on the shot clock. Now back into Karstetter, and then 2-person game back to Ava Oakland, 3 ball.
Nice 2-man game there, those two.
So it gets to 97.
Yeah.
That'll probably do it for the Fighting Saints offensive display, but we've got 4 ticks on the shot clock. Rakaya Grundy has the ball, and that will do it. The Fighting Saints victorious 97-32. Carroll College victorious to finish out 2022. 5 straight victories 5-1 at home. Carroll College.
Is that